USMNT national team?
So it's been a long time, and I've missed playing here, practicing here, the intensity, the amount of detail being given, the culture that Coach Greg Berhalter has created, and the rest of the team has really implemented, and I'm excited for U.S. soccer in general with all the young boys and being in camp with the U23s here, as well as seeing younger Americans abroad and seeing their success. So it's going to be a competitive player pool, and I'm looking forward to competing with them.
Thank you, Christian. We'll get started with Rachel Krieger.
Hi, Christian. How are you doing today?
Great. And yourself?
I'm doing great. So I have two questions for you. The first one, I asked Walker as well. You guys kind of have this new-ish sort of rivalry with Trinidad and Tobago. So what's it like to be playing against them? And then, follow-up question, just, it's more on the club-related side, but your teammate, your friend Jordan Morris went to signed with Swansea on loan with them. So just kind of any thoughts about that? Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, Trinidad is a tricky opponent. A lot of the Caribbean teams are tough to play against. Very athletic, technical, skillful. So it's a tricky opponent, and obviously, we had a tough one a couple years back, leading up to the World Cup. We got some revenge on them in the Gold Cup, and I thought we played extremely well, and that was probably the best I've seen us play in a while. And now, after a month-long camp, we have this tricky opponent who also has been in a month-long camp. So they're fit, they're ready to go. Now it's about us executing our game plan and making sure that we press after loss and be goal dangerous. And then in terms of Jordan Morris, I'm excited for him. It's a great opportunity. I think Jordan has the skill set, the mindset, the physical attributes to compete at that level. I think that once his teammates get to know him a little bit better, he'll have a lot of success with Swansea. But like you said, it's a loan, so who knows what his future holds. But I expect him to do extremely well over there, and he has all the attributes to be successful.
Next will be Mickey Turner from Sounder at Heart.
Thanks. And Christian, good morning. Wanted to ask you, what have you heard about the latest with the negotiations with the CBA? Obviously, that could impact your club season and what you're able to do. And if the season looks like it is not going to get underway, are you thinking about potentially taking a loan elsewhere to get playing time to stay fit for national team duty?
Well, I think that's really up in the air. It's uncertain to know what's going to happen. But as a player, all you want to do is play. And so if we're in a lockout, if we're not playing, yeah, there's potential that we can always find a team where I'm able to play, I'm able to stay fit. It's a big year for U.S. soccer, so being available, being 90-minute fit is extremely important. So whatever's going on with MLS and the Players Association, we have to find an agreement, and if it doesn't, we as players have to look out for ourselves and find the best fit for us so that we can stay fit and move forward with our career, so that we're playing at the highest level possible, and we're able to be selected for the national team. So we'll see. It's a tricky situation, but I'm sure there'll be some type of agreement.
Next will be Ives Galarcep from SBI Soccer.
Christian, first things first, congratulations on the engagement. Gotta give you all congrats on that. Two-parter for me. First, it's been 2 years since Greg took over, and it's definitely the system is evolving, and it sounds like there's more high pressing. What do you think about that evolution and how it suits you personally? And a second question on Josie Altidore, just having him back in, what does he do for you guys on and off the field? He's someone who definitely embraces that kind of mentor role, that kind of veteran player role, and also on the field, obviously his presence as a striker. What does he do for you guys?
Well, I think to answer your first question with Coach Greg, wanting to change a little bit, I think that's great. I think coaches need to analyze, learn, adjust, and be willing to implement different styles. And I think when you're at the international level, it's really difficult to get the ball because you're playing against the best of the best. And I think that if you can have a really good pressing setup and you can get the ball quick, I think we'll be more dangerous in front of goal. So I think that's credit to coach and the rest of the coaching staff. But it is difficult. We found it very difficult to get the ball against Chile and Mexico at times. But I think that's something that I'm looking forward to doing because for me, my best quality is having a engine and being able to run for 90 minutes. So I'm excited about that. And then secondly, I can't remember your second question. Actually, can you repeat that?
It was about Josie.
Oh yes, Josie. Yes, I've gotten to know Josie quite a bit more. We've talked about our MLS Cup matchups. It's been a great situation, for me personally, to be able to take all the information that he gives and really take it to heart. So he's also like you said, a really good mentor to the number nines, especially because he plays that position so well. But he's been here before, and he likes what he sees, and he's really excited about the future, just like myself.
Our next question comes from Alonso Contreras from Area Sports Network.
Hi, Cristian. How are you? Good morning. Cristian, you mentioned the young players and the roster average at 23 years and also 10 caps. So in terms of experience, how important is this game?
Yeah, it's certainly important. I mean, these guys are the ones for the future, right? And we need to give them as many games as possible so that in the future they're very experienced and they're ready to go in big games. Obviously, this is a friendly, and it's difficult to replicate what a qualifier would look like. So to give them their first look at U.S. soccer, international soccer, it's really important. But honestly, the practices here have been really intense, and the level has been really high. So I think they'll be ready. But obviously, a game is a different animal. So I'm really excited, like I said, because there's a lot of good young players here that are willing to play out of the back and press and not be afraid to make a tackle. But at the same time, it's time to get these guys experience so that we're better off and we're a deeper team because of it.
Next will be Michael Citro from Mainland.
Good morning, Cristian. Thanks for your time. Just wanted to ask again about these young players up from the U23 team and especially the uncapped guys. As you've been the new guy on the national team set before, what do guys like Andres Perea and other young players that haven't been capped yet, what is their biggest challenge, you think, based on your experience, entering potentially their first cap this weekend?
Well, I think for guys like Andres, it is getting there. I mean, the toughest part is the player pool, right? I think we have a wide selection, both domestically and abroad, and getting your foot in the door and then maintaining that. You have to keep your standards high and play consistently at a high level with your club in order to be selected. So I think that's the toughest part, honestly. And then obviously coming here and showcasing what you're capable of and what you're showing at the club level, but it's maintaining that. It's the consistency that will keep you here for a while. So I'm intrigued to see how the year goes for a lot of these younger guys, because playing is everything. You need to get games under your belt, both in the club level and national team level, but it obviously starts with the club and then translates to the national team. So I'm really excited for these younger guys to hopefully log heavy minutes for the club teams, and I'm obviously really good friends with them now, so I'll be keeping in touch with them.